Breaking tonight, Texas Republican legislators have just won their fight over redistricting. Just moments ago, the state House vote is now final. The bill aims to provide 5 additional congressional seats for the GOP. Correspondent Garrett Tenney shows us what's happening from Austin, Texas tonight. Good evening, Garrett.
This is about racism. And if you can't hear it from them, then hear it from me. As a white woman and a daughter of a man of privilege and power, he knew that his strength was to bring people that didn't look like him to the table of government. And so 50 years later, after Barbara Jordan, aided by white people to have a voice, the first woman of color elected to the South, a woman who sat in the impeachment of Nixon, a woman who said that finally, after amendment, debate, and vote, I am finally part of we the people. To stand here as a 50-year-old woman and know that we now go back in time. So let's talk about cowardice and cheats. Because if you knew you could win this next election, you wouldn't be taking this effort to try to steal 5 seats from elected officials that members of color elected to represent them in Washington, D.C. You wouldn't be doing everything you can to take this coalition of diversity and stand up at the mic and say, why are we doing this? Because we can. And you shield your racism with your party, with ignorance and arrogance, to come up here and say, to be honest with you, I haven't read the bill from the other side. To be honest with you, I haven't talked to the lawyers to be bringing this before it. Because you think that people will give you grace.
I'm dying to ask you about Jasmine Crockett.
Oh boy.
Yes, Jasmine is now begging Democrats from blue state to flood Texas before 2026 so they can vote to protect her and push white voters out of the state. This is what she is doing. Megyn Kelly sat down with Marjorie Taylor Greene. They talked about her. If you don't know, before this lady started going viral on social media or doing this run, it was because of Marjorie Taylor Greene. At a certain point, they had a clash. From then, that is when Jasmine took the advantage to be doing what she's doing now. It is important. I show you this clip. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm if you share the video.
And so I want people to see him and understand who he is. This is a person that has a problem with people of color. Period. I don't care how many black MAGA out there with their hats. I want to be clear when we look at who it is that he's kicking out of this country as people of color. When we look at who he always disrespects and says that they are low IQ, even though when you look at his cabinet, this has to be the most incompetent cabinet we have ever had in the history of this country.
Jasmine is going off on the president simply because all through Trump is mocking her like she has low IQ. This has triggered her to this.
I'm dying to ask you about Jasmine Crockett.
Oh boy.
She seems like a nightmare.
She's delightful.
What's that like to work against her?
So she serves on oversight committee with me, and she's on my Doge subcommittee.
Great.
Yeah. I'll tell you, one of the funny things was we were having a committee hearing on oversight, and it was really late at night. And I was really irritated because I'm always like, why can't we work normal work hours like regular people, 8 to 5? I don't know what's wrong with Congress that we're always doing crazy things at 9, 10, 11, 2 a.m. under Nancy Pelosi. So we're on the oversight committee, and she is running off her mouth, and I shot at her about her massively huge fake eyelashes.
Yeah, this made news.
Yeah, and I was like, well, you know, I said something along the lines of like, well, you can't read it because of your fake eyelashes, because she had all the information in front of her, and she's like, we don't even know what's going on, and da-da-da. And, oh my gosh, total explosion. But she
insulted you too. She said something about a butch body.
Yeah.
She's nasty too.
Which I thought was absolutely hilarious. I mean, I'm like over 50. I work out. I'm like,
I thought it was below the belt. I think you could say eyelashes and you're still, yes, it's a personal comment, but it's not as low as what she said.
Right. And
she loves to go low.
Yeah. And somehow Democrats, they're supposed to love all women and never body shame and stuff.
How do you even there's no reaching across the aisle to that.
No, not at all. Well, she's not a real person. So some interesting things that I've always observed about her is how she treats her staff. She treats her staff like they are just beneath her.
I read that in the New York Post. Can you confirm?
Yes.
Wow.
So she always has, one of her young male staffers has to carry her big, heavy handbag for her.
Right.
She just hands it off. It's like, who does that?
Right. Who are you, Beyonce?
Right. And then I remember one time on oversight, she called one of her staff over and she whispered something in their ear. And they ran off, and then they came back with this big white fluffy pillow that they put behind her back. And I'm going...
And some bonbons?
Yeah, like, what is this?
As they fed her grapes and fanned her?
Yeah. So she claims to be, from her people. She puts on this image that she understands the Black American struggle. But let's face it, the girl went to private school. She went on to, I don't know what college and law school. She went to... It's like... She's a complete fake.
Yeah.
She's as fake as her eyelashes. She's as fake as her hair. She's as fake as her fingernails.
Have you ever heard them say if, since we've been sitting here for I don't know how long? Because honestly, if they would continue to say if or Hunter and we were playing a drinking game, I would be drunk by now.
Ms. Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleached blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman. And it also sounds...
Yes, you might be seeing what they're putting out here on this video like a joke. It is not. This is exactly who Jasmine is. When you take a look at this article published by the New York Post, Trump critic Representative Jasmine is a no-show boss from her who do this to stars. It says, all diva, no wow. A lot of people picked this up. I think I reported on this topic few weeks ago. Marjorie Taylor Greene actually putting this out clearly shows who this lady is.
I want to be clear, when we look at who it is that he's kicking out of this country as people of color, when we look at who he always disrespects and says that they are low IQ, even though when you look at his cabinet, this has to be the most incompetent cabinet we have ever had in the history of this country. When we're talking about people that literally have the ability to drop bombs or order that bombs be dropped or make recommendations that bombs be dropped, and they literally don't know how to get the signal chat right. So we're talking about low IQ individuals, but so long as they say that this guy is their guy, and usually if they work for a certain news network, that's the only qualification that's necessary. I've got news for the president. A civil rights fight, the fight in which there was a Texan who signed the Voting Rights Act into law because of these literary...
Yes, few days ago, I saw this. Jasmine tweeted this, saying Republican whine about California while praising Texas is just another day in this backward place. They can't dish a lot out but can't stand a taste of their own medicine. Now Fox News and other need to address the unconstitutionality of locking up while basically letting this co-defender out. Of better yet is still the irony of federalizing policies in DC while releasing the Jesse's convict. You can post as many idiotic troll messages as you want, it won't change the fact. Okay, when you take a look at what Jasmine is putting out, this lady is not locked up. They asked these people to sign. They all rejected, like they are not signing anything. So she decided to stay in there. The security had to put her there. So if she take a decision to sign, nobody will allow her to stay in there. So I don't understand what these people are actually even saying here.
until the call of the House has been lifted.
Do you have any sense that this is legal, their ability to hold you locked up in the Texas legislature?
Even if it is legal, it's not right. It's not. I'm a grown woman. I represent just as many people as the speaker and all the other colleagues in this body. And you don't treat me like a child in terms of exercising this type of control over the members. And so it's a way to demean your colleagues and to show that they have the upper hand. But what they didn't expect was for me to push back.
Tell me what you're hearing from your constituents.
Actually, there's overwhelming support.
If you can read this, you will clearly understand exactly what is going on. Democrat will do everything just to seek attention. Look at what this lady is doing here. This is the truth here. Thank you guys for always being sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. I don't want to prolong the video. I will end here for the short clips you see at the end of this. That is for the YT algorithm. Just love the fact that people will always bring out the truth about certain people like these.
I used to stay at my granny's house. She was one of my favorite people in the entire world.
Jasmine! The people of Dallas deserve better than a fake ghetto hood rat.
We don't hate you. We don't care enough about you to hate you. We just see that you're a fool. You make a fool out of yourself.
Again, I've condemned.
Is about being strategic, right?
It is me.
Not the president of the United States.
I think the fact that Malia graduated from Harvard still lives rent-free in his head. Now check this out.
Touch them up and go. Oh,
oh, Obama has swag. Oh, you can't be this.
That is, he can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And that
any barriers, don't mind making this easy. People line up for my advice, and you're walking away like I'm stupid. It's like I line up.
It is to live in the White House.
Post this morning alleging that since I said I will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial. 100.
Has been overwhelming. The lies and they're
not going to end.
He says, but what if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense.
This is definitely a self-defense case. Was it?
Registration Act.
You will be very.
Once again, the field was littered with Wintour does.
And black people don't want to live around ratchet black.
How bad is his reputation going to?
It's bad.
I need to connect the dots.
Going to carry a level of weight.
These liberals out here, they worship Barack Hussein Obama's dirt.